Champions Chelsea Football Club. A lot of things have happened in this club in this preseason. In fact, this period, Chelsea has been in the news more times than I could even think. So first and foremost, Chelsea and Xabi Alonso. What is your plan for the season? What is your plan for the season? Now they've successfully signed Danny Welbeck. They are going for Jordan Henderson. If John Terry is still play football, if John Terry John Terry can still play ball, Xabi Alonso will sign him. Xabi Alonso is trying to gather the ancestors, in fact, Avengers ancestors of Premier League. So you said that the last season, the project of getting younger players did not work. So because that thing did not work, you now say, okay, this season, what I'm going to do now this season is I'm going to go and get OGs. I'm going to get ancestors, old people. Because that's your plan now. That's your plan. That's your plan. No, explain to me how you lose Enzo Fernandez, and you are bringing in Danny Welbeck. How do you lose players like Cucurella, and you are bringing in Jordan Henderson? For what? Anyways, I sort of, to a certain degree, understand why these transfers are like this. Of course, Xabi Alonso is a good player, and he was a good player, and a seemingly manageable coach. I said seemingly, like I said that because I've watched Xabi Alonso as a player, as a Liverpool player. I've watched him play good football. But as a coach, when it matters most in tough leagues, tough games, Xabi Alonso is not that kind of coach that has that mentality yet. What do I mean? In Bayer Leverkusen, he did an amazing job, won the trophy for them, won the league for them in Bayer Leverkusen, and made a very formidable team from which Liverpool went and signed Frimpong and Florian Wirtz from. The same team that made Boniface look like a prime striker. Those were Xabi Alonso's doing. But then you could see how horrible he became when he came to Real Madrid. It was a failed project. And now Chelsea has picked him up. And in his first season, in fact, season has not started, you could already see the idea he has. So he wants a team that is balanced. I'm saying all of these things to just give an excuse as to why these signings. Because to me, I don't see why you need all these old players. Chelsea is not playing so much games yet. They're not in the Europe. They only have domestic league, domestic cups to play for, and then the league. But you want to tell me that you want to win the league with Danny Welbeck and Jordan Henderson? Yes, the mentality will be there. The wisdom, the experience, rather. The experience will be there. But are the legs still there? That's on one side. Chelsea has at this moment have another player that is coming in from the shackles. We have Mykhailo Mudryk. And Xabi Alonso said we are happy for Mudryk and we want him to be part of the squad. Probably we are not able to understand what we've been through in this moment. He has our total support. So due to a doping allegation and doping test failed where Mudryk was found guilty of doping, he had suspension from football for I think 2 years or so, and he hasn't been involved. So this guy even picked up running. He wanted to be an athlete and all of that. But as at this moment, Mykhailo Mudryk is part of Chelsea squad going into the next season. Well, I pray that this season favors him though, because before that spell, this guy was nothing. He was nothing close to where they picked him from. And this was his statement. After a long battle, it was a 4-year ban that was imposed on me has been rescinded, and I am free to resume my career with immediate effect. I am grateful that this process has reached a conclusion, that I have been cleared to return to football, and that I can now look ahead to my future. This has been the most difficult period of my career. You can read the rest of Fabrizio Romano's page on X. So, Mykhailo Mudryk, you're welcome back to the Premier League. I'm sure Chelsea Football Club misses you a lot. Now, lastly, I would even lastly. There's an FA statement on Chelsea. A financial sanction of £10 million and a suspended 2-window registration ban have been imposed on Chelsea FC for breaches of the Football Association agent regulations on working with intermediaries and third-party investment. You can also read all of these on Fabrizio Romano page. So what does this really even mean? So there was a breach. The previous owners had 74 different breaches. They broke FA rules 74 times. So these new owners said, you know what, I'm just going to report myself. So they went and reported themselves. There's supposed to be a 3-point deduction from that, from this whole breach. But see, this is what they are going to do. They are going to pay £10 million instead as a fine. and they were supposed to get a 6 point deduction, but they've suspended it till 30th of June, meaning that from now to the 30th of June, they can still do every other thing. They can sign in player because just to get a 2 window ban, that is 2 transfer window ban again from these breaches. But they're only going to pay the £10 million from now till the 30th of June 2027, meaning that if they don't violate any of these breaches, the breaches of agents, football agents, intermediaries, and third parties, if Chelsea can ensure that they can run their business, sign the players they need to do, they need to sign, and every other thing without breaching these FA rules, from now to the 30th of June 2027, there will be no transfer window ban. They just have to pay the £10 million. So this is all for Chelsea, and stay close to this my content page. Trust me, you'll get more. Chelsea fans, I don't know what your plan is for the season, but I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Chelsea. I will watch you now. Until the next video, and let's enjoy the beautiful game of football.